Where am I? My head. Merritt? Anybody? Base, this is Dr. Yasna. I need backup. Base, come in. I have I'm showing disturbing symptoms. A brain fog, severe pain in the frontal lobe. Confusion. At first glance, there were no serious injuries. And yet, I'm quite concerned. I don't even know how I got here. Where here is. Backup needed, I repeat. Do you hear me? Oh, bollocks! I can't hear you anymore. My receiver worked for a moment, but now there's only silence. Damn it, I've lost my beacon. Where is it? I have 2 solid hectobars in the tank. That's enough for several hours. Just like I thought. Nothing. I'm on my own. The beacon can't be detected either. There aren't many supplies, which would suggest a quick recce. Or was it just the end of the mission? Let's see if the past me hasn't failed the present me. And let's hope she took notes. Are we on Regis 3? Doesn't ring any bells. And my crew have no way to tell me. So I report that I have no recollection of this planet. The last thing I remember. Hang on. We've closed the reset cycle. We were already in hibernation. Flying back. Is my blackout a side effect of metabolic depression? That would be bizarre. For some reason, our crew split into 2 groups. The first one set up camp. I wonder if I was with them. Or am I on my way there? Both groups landed in the same place. We took 2 landers to the surface. Don't usually do this. Maybe the first one broke. The first group explored the ocean with no biologist. It's weird. And the other one, just me, took a different route. Leading to... Right. I was heading straight to the camp. You must be somewhere near. Give me a sign! Send up a flare, the probe! Anything! Okay. I'm gonna head to the camp, but I'll be keeping an eye out for you. Landmarks. Well done, past me. You didn't disappoint after all. Oh, I sound like... I need to stop doing this. An object I called Needle. It resembles the eye of a needle. We have the first one. I need one more. I'm looking for something that resembles a dog. I'm checking another object, which also doesn't match. Oh, focus. Bingo! I found the dog! I report that I have established my position. Time to hit the road. I think I see our ship. You're not leaving without me, are you? More dropped equipment. I must have hit the ground pretty hard. A metal detector. Dr. Gorski, you won't be pleased. More equipment to repair. The detector's dead. Actually, it's peculiar. Why would I have one with me? Deposit exploration isn't my thing. I'll have to ask Merritt about that. I'm in a canyon, which doesn't make it easy to navigate. I hope the data's trustworthy and you're close by. Oh! I have something on the tracker. I assume it's no one from the crew, so perhaps it's my beacon. Huh. There's water on this desert planet. Or another liquid that did not allow the biocenosis to form. Won't be easy to replenish drinking supplies. Not without tests. Filtration, as we all remember. Third rule.
On Yasna?
I was about to. Already awake? Good.
My body might be awake, but my brain is still in the fridge.
I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. Clearly your sense of humor was first awake. Now, try to get up, slowly.
Dr. Gorski doesn't look so well.
How are you holding up, Gorski? Don't get up just yet. Is it really so hard for you to remember a couple of simple rules?
I have to stretch my legs. They're numb.
Hibernation will do that. Just sit for a while. Here, take it, and remember the third rule.
Yes, I know. Stay hydrated.
In small sips.
Always the first one to get up. I don't know how you do it, Merritt.
It's a matter of habit. After so many cycles of cryogenic sleep, one either gets used to it or becomes a tortoise. Koval, will you help me here?
Sure, I'm coming. This is not our system. Has anyone noticed we're in the wrong place?
Koval, it's not a good time.
Yasna, look for yourself. This is not the right planet.
You shouldn't be walking yet. Koval, could you stop it?
I'm telling you, we woke up in the wrong place.
Yes, we heard you. Enough of this, Yasna.
Crew,
Astrogator.
debating chamber in 15 minutes. This can't be good.
Guess we'll find out. But first, here, hold on to it, and remember.
found it. Look for me on your trackers. Okay, moving on. If this area is volcanically active, ash outbursts and extreme temperature changes may explain the extinction of local fauna and flora. But it's all just too idyllic. There's no dust in the air. The sky's clear, and the soil looks like laterite to me. Perhaps not highly fertile, but not entirely barren. On some planets, such storms last for several hundred days. I hope it's not one of them. All right. No time to lose. See the camp. Over 400 meters in a straight line. I see you. Can you hear me? I just need to get down from here. I can't get down this way. I could attach a rope though. But, for some reason, I don't have one with me. Here the ground slopes a little more gently, which doesn't mean it's completely flat. All right. I want to see you as soon as possible. I'll take your chance. Shit! Oh, phew. Oh, that was less than ideal. But I'm okay. The suit's fine too. Visibility could be better. Maybe I should wait. The storm gets worse. We cut off from him. What happened? Where? I was heading to... Impossible. I'm much closer to my destination. I must have walked for some time. But... I don't remember it. Did I black out again? I'm so close, yet in my condition, every step is a strain. I don't want to whine, but if you come here, it will be so much easier for me. Bright sun, time to let the night in. All my legs are heavy. The film is not inviting. Legs become too heavy, hands become too weary. Don't you go. It's not that scary. I remember you. Regis' third satellite.
Astrogator, sir. Crew.
Dr. Gorski, right on time. Any updates?
We have a set of data from the near-surface probe.
Great. How's the activity?
0, 0, and 2.
So, less than nothing. Atmosphere?
Nitrogen, 78%. Argon, 2%. Carbon dioxide, 0. Methane, 4%. The rest is oxygen.
Wait, that's 16%. With oxygen concentration as such, there should be life. At least some microbes, and yet we have detected no traces.
No, we'll get to that later. Let's finish with the probe readings first. Air radioactivity?
It's virtually 0.
In a word, a paradise. No radioactivity, no endospores, no bacteria, no mold, no viruses, nothing.
Just the oxygen. If there are no living organisms on the continent, there shouldn't be this much of it.
What if life develops on some other continents here?
No, I doubt it. Insulation outside the equatorial zone is weak. You don't see how thick the polar ice caps are, Doctor. I can guarantee a minimum of 5 miles of ice sheet, potentially 6.
That's true. There's more chance of something in the ocean. Some seaweed, algae. But why didn't life migrate to the land?
Could be because of hard radiation.
I don't think so. According to the probe readings, the ground activity is exceptionally low for this part of the galaxy.
I wonder if some special kind of drought-intolerant evolution occurred here. That would at least explain some of the abnormalities.
Anyway, we'll have to take a look under the water. First, it would be good to know what time frame we're working with. Married, do you have the geological analysis?
It's a bit too early for mature conclusions, but this planet looks old to me. Such a fossilized egg must be at least 6 billion years old. Besides, the sun's seen better days too. It's almost a red dwarf.
Any rare resources, forms, creatures?
We can't expect such detailed data, sir. Not from this distance.
Yes, we would have to explore the surface.
Astrogator, what exactly are we looking for?
The value of this planet. For now, it may seem like the pinnacle of nonsense, but I assure you that Regis 3 is not without worth.
With all due respect, Astrogator, I have the impression you're not telling us everything.
As always, Dr. Koval, your instincts are correct. Please forgive my reticence. My goal was to maintain unimpeded research neutrality. There is indeed a very important factor of interest in this planet. The Alliance.
The Alliance?
The Alliance?
Correct.
What do they have to do with it?
Well, they've sent their most powerful unit here.
But to our best knowledge, Condor's traversing a distant quadrant.
Well, I'm not talking about the Condor.
So, the Invincible.
Good guess, Doctor. A steel behemoth with the power to produce billions of kilowatts in a split second, converting it into energy fields that no material body can penetrate, concentrating it into destructive rays as hot as stars that can reduce a mountain range to dust or evaporate an ocean, together with its crew of almost 100 men, professionals that are neither better nor worse than us.
Well, I dare to say we're better trained, Astrogator. They are, however, unquestionable masters of propaganda.
I know that some accomplishments they brag about are very much far-fetched, but the capabilities of the Invincible are not subject to doubt. And we as the scientific body should sever ourselves from the emotional and symbolic facade. In other words, we cannot ignore facts just because we don't like them, Mr. Koval.
All right, but where do we stand in all this, together with our, may I say, not quite as numerous staff?
Despite our modest forces, we still have a chance to gain a critical advantage over the Alliance, while avoiding confrontation.
Okay, and how would we do that?
Simple. We leave this planet before the Invincible arrives here.
Which is when, exactly?
Well, they're still far away.
Astrogator, please, how much time do we have to conduct safe research?
13 days.
There's no time to lose, then.
I appreciate your eagerness, Koval. Dr. Krauter, do we need full gear?
Definitely. Also, I caution you against taking off your helmets for a prolonged duration. This amount of methane is not neutral. Breathing the local atmosphere will lead to saturation drop, and you may start showing symptoms of mild brain damage, feel stupefied. But don't worry, not before an hour or even a couple of hours.
I see. Dr. Gorski, will you program Artie to collect samples?
Of course.
Marrett, Krauter, please prepare for the surface. Koval, you too. You're leaving early in the morning.
And what about me?
You're staying on board, Doctor.
But Astrogator...
This is not up for debate. I need you here. As you well know, there's not much work to do for a biologist on Regis 3, if any.
Well, if I was ordered to stay, what the hell am I doing here? Oh, thank goodness. Not everyone's in the field. This is Dr. Yasna reporting. Do you copy? I'm entering the campgrounds. Is anyone out there? Oh, it's just an Androbot. Androbot! Stop! Androbot, stop! What the... I'm reporting a robot malfunction. No response to voice commands. Cause unknown. Hey! Anybody out there? It's Dr. Yasna! Krauter was correct. Life on Regis hasn't left the water. Koval also. He said something about it.
Dragonfly, come in?
Hello, Regis. Dragonfly here. Dr. Yasna at the radio.
And Novik? Is his leg still bothering him?
Yes, he's been resting in his quarters.
We're setting up on the shoreline. It's late, but we still have time to examine the ocean floor. Gorski is preparing the probe for launch. We'll start research soon. Oh, one more thing, Yasna.
Yes?
It's beautiful here. The ocean, wind, sand. My suit is pinching and cramping just at the mere sight.
Should I include this in my reports?
I'm serious. I don't know about you, but over the years I've learned to hate the void. We do everything to go further, see more, take mankind one step closer to omnipotence, and then we can't even take a walk on land. As if enjoying everything that's around us was almost a criminal act.
You're dramatizing, Koval. We have a job to do on this planet. When we get back, we'll enjoy water, sand, and whatever else our hearts desire.
Yeah, you're right. Homesickness is simply eating me up.
We have to examine the composition of the ocean water.
Collect the mineral samples.
Yes, that's right. Do you want to do the honors?
Gladly.
Probe in the
Koval,
water.
where are you
Switching to
going?
manual.
Over.
For a little, quick wreck
Distance, 100.
I'm gonna take a look around. Base, are you there?
300.
A recce. More like a quick ciggy.
Am I hearing this correctly? Are you going to smoke, Purple?
No, not at all. I'm staying dutifully at my station.
500. Damn me. Am I seeing this right? Dr. Crowther, would you please have a look here? Of course. Just a second. It's like a school of fish.
This is life. What are they doing?
They're moving away from us.
From us? I'm talking about an artificial robotic gizmo.
Right from the probe. As soon as I swim it closer to them, do you see what happens?
Is this normal, Yasna? What do you think?
It's hard to speak of normality here, but animals are usually not afraid of equipment or anything they haven't seen before.
Are you saying they've already seen probes?
I've no idea, but their behavior suggests some sort of defense mechanism. Catch at least one for examination. Then I'll be able to say more.
Come here. One more time. Got it.
What did you do?
I had to electrocute it. Wouldn't have caught it otherwise. I'm taking the specimen ashore.
That's a fine one. There'll be plenty to dissect, Yasna.
Hello? Anyone here? Dr. Gorski! Are you there? Dr. Crowther! Didn't you hear me earlier? Doctor? Is everything all right? Doctor, please, look at me. I report that I've located Dr. Crowther. He's in bad shape. I'm gonna examine him now. Temperature normal. Pulse too. O2 saturation is fine. There's nothing physically wrong with the doctor. His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Astrogator.
Finally. I've been listening to you for 2 hours now.
My receiver is dead.
No need to explain yourself, Doctor. I know everything. The transmitter was still working, so I heard your reports. You didn't have it easy.
Wait, please. I need to reconnect. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Copy you, Doctor. Loud and clear. Do I understand correctly that the Doctor's life is not in imminent danger?
That's my initial diagnosis, yes.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Akinesia, mutism, impoverishment of mimic movements, and reaction to stimuli. These are all symptoms of stupor. But it's difficult to pinpoint the cause of the disorder. We need to quickly perform a complete set of tests and focal plane tomography of his brain. Otherwise, I won't be able to say anything more.
I'll prepare the infirmary. But first things first, Lando. We need to get you all on board. Everyone, not just Dr. Krauser.
Couldn't we just evacuate him right away?
If it were that easy, I would have sent the hopper long ago. Please look for the mission log. It should include crucial data about the crew's activities. We have 3 more people to find, and you still need to designate a place for the landing.
It's not a mission log. But it will do. Dr. Krauter kept records. Meticulous as always.
What's in there?
The most important thing is probably the landing coordinates. BA 2316.
Noting. 316. Excellent. I'm uploading the data. Starting calibration.
Dr. Gorski has moved away from the research sector to the west.
Ah, that's right. You followed those deposits of metal.
Metal? That's why we have detectors.
Correct.
Mine died, but Krauter had one as well, didn't he?
Like everyone in the crew, Doctor. Are you looking for the detector?
Yeah, just a sec. Got it.
Please make sure it works.
I don't understand why it wouldn't. It's a rather reliable piece of equipment.
Like everything around that's already broken.
Okay, checked. I'm leaving the tent.
All right, now for the robot.
It's unresponsive.
Yes, I know. I'm currently trying to establish connection.
Can I help somehow?
You must look for the others, Doctor. I'll take care of this myself. Get the tin head back on its feet remotely and secure Krauter. I have everything I need. Just...
Is something wrong with the connection, sir?
It's not working. I'm not sure why. There's a relay transmitter in the camp, so the signal should be strong enough.
A relay? Huh.
Yasna? What are you up to?
One sec. I'm looking for it.
What about the rest of the crew? You're gonna make them wait?
Right, the others. We've no time to lose.
Exactly. All right, you tin bastard. One more time. What's more, status? That piece of junk.
No. No point in going back this way. I'm entering the research area. Clear for now.
Tracker?
Silent. By the way, what did they find here?
Oh, right. You don't remember. A piece of metal sticking out of the ground. Sounds inconspicuous, but in this desert environment, it's a phenomenon. The artifact turned out to be too big to dig up, or to subject to chemical and spectrometric analysis. Dr. Gorski set out to investigate its source, to find some end.
And? Did he?
That I don't know, unfortunately.
It's here. I can see the structure. I'm in the right place.
Understood. Please continue.
That noise. Can you hear it?
Yes.
Is anyone there?
What's going on? Doctor?
Checking. It's a drill. So damn loud.
Look here, do you see it? Yes. It's the same on the other side.
Any progress?
We dig as far as the terrain allowed. It'll take a while.
Regis, come in. Status report.
Astrogator, sir. We dug up another 3 cubic meters. The object exhibits remarkable structural homogeneity. All spectroscopic analysis shows similar results.
Steel with tungsten and nickel alloy?
That's right, with the addition of other common metals.
Is there any chance of retrieving the entire object for research purposes?
No, none at all. Even sonar couldn't cover the entirety of it. Instead, Dr. Gorski calibrated the detector, so we had to look beneath the surface.
And? What did you see there?
More of the same. What protrudes above the ground is just the tip of the iceberg. We estimate it extends at least 50 meters underground.
I see.
Oh, furthermore, it's not a single object. Down below, there is an entire root system. So vast that it's impossible to cover it all at once, either with a scanner or a detector.
Have you followed its course?
Dr. Gorski's doing just that.
Gorski, are you scanning those roots?
Affirmative. I'm headed westwards. Been going for a few hundred meters already. Still haven't reached the end of it.
Sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I confirm my suspicions. This area has been tectonically inactive for a very long time, and the aeolian activity is minimal. Therefore, the material that has settled on, or rather covered this metallic structure, it's very old, which means these structures are even older.
And what are we talking about here? A few thousand years? Tens of thousands?
I can't give a precise assessment, not yet.
I'm asking for a rough estimate, Merritt.
Well then, I guess it could be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years old.
Anything else?
Yes. These structures almost certainly didn't form through natural processes.
Almost?
Well, they don't look like anything I've seen before. And you know I've seen a lot, Novick. Also, I can't find any scientific explanation for this form.
Could this be what the Alliance is here for?
I don't think I guess that. I really don't know.
Personally, I doubt it, Astrogator. The more research we do, the more convinced I am that it serves no purpose at all. It's even hard to imagine this could ever have any function.
Billy Cobble.
Regis, we're losing reception. Cov, can you hear us? Over. Merritt, we can't hear you. Damn it.
What now, sir?
We listen. Wait for the interference to pass.
Excuse me, but I don't think it will pass on its own. We need to take action.
What do you suggest?
We can land Dragonfly as close to their camp as possible.
Doctor, you well know we can't.
Phew. It's finally stopped.
Yes, are you there?
I am. Unfortunately alone. Working equipment gave me hope, but someone just abandoned it. Didn't even turn it off.
That is indeed unfortunate. We need to expand our search radius.
Got someone! I'm following the signal. There's something on the ground. It's a journal. Geological cross-section. Measurements. These are Merritt's notes. She must be somewhere close.
Please search the entire area thoroughly.
The signal's coming from a cast-off backpack.
That's concerning.
I'm close, but I can't see her. She's here. I found her.
What's her condition?
Merritt! 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 Wake up! Wake up! Do you hear me?
Dr. Merritt?
No. No vital
here.
functions.
What's
I
going
need
on?
to. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2. Nothing. Don't do this to me, Merritt. Don't. Please. Merritt. Astrogator. She's...
I know. Doctor. Yes, sir. We have to find the others.
Please give me a minute.
Of course.
Everything will be fine. All fine. Covell's next.
Yes, I think so. You should be close.
Do you think... Covell?
Let's not assume the worst. You'll find it, Doctor. Alive. I'm sure about that.
Someone's here. Oh no.
Yasna, status. Yasna.
He's... Covell? He's also Don't do this to me. No. Ah! You're alive! Did you hear that, sir? Koval's alive.
I didn't doubt it for a second, Doctor. What's his current state?
Checking. Parameters normal, yet he's completely unresponsive. Koval? Koval! His eyes are so empty. Just like Krauter's. Koval! What the hell is wrong with you?
Are all the symptoms the same as Dr. Krauter's?
He's calm. Calmer.
Well, at least he's alive. Now listen to me, Yasna. The lander is on its way, but before you get Dr. Koval on board, I want you to do something. Yasna,
I'm listening.
please look around for his journal.
It's everywhere. In pieces.
Not good. Koval was in radio contact with Dr. Gorski.
Taking notes.
That's exactly why it's so important. These notes may help us find our man.
I'll go over them. But it may take a while. Huh.
Have you found it?
No, it's, nothing about Dr. Gorski. Found them. Surprisingly accurate. He wrote down Gorski's every step.
Great. Let's get Koval to the evacuation area. Can you carry him, Doctor?
Will be pretty hard in 1G. But the gravity here should make things a tad easier. Got him.
When you're there, put Dr. Koval in the seat, and I'll connect the Androbot through the lander's antenna.
Haven't you rebooted yet?
No, not quite. But it will work now.
The lander's already descending. Damn. I have a bad feeling. It won't break into pieces, right?
The descent is proceeding smoothly. Don't worry. I don't get it. What could have led to all this? Krauter, being married, now Koval, an unprecedented degradation of equipment, recurring connectivity issues. It all has to be related. On the other hand, how could it be? There's not much on this planet. Some primitive life forms in the ocean, metal deposits in the ground. Although the latter got Dr. Gorski's interest for some reason.
It's crazy how everything's falling apart here. I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with some kind of anomaly. An atmospheric or magnetic phenomenon.
Wouldn't something like that show on the charts? All those measurements Gorski took?
I remember. Maybe he made a mistake. See you up there. Only Gorski's left. He might have made it quite far.
Agreed. Everything points to it.
I don't know how long I'll be looking for him. It might take hours before I come back.
We also don't know Gorski's condition, nor what he's going through.
And Dr. Krauter doesn't. I have to go back for him.
There's no need. I just regained control of the Androbot, so please leave it to me. I'll carry him as well as the Dr. Merritt's body. In the meantime, please focus on finding Gorski.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down? I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who? You were correct, sir. It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides... you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records?
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malis, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look. A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor? They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us. Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
It's not flying very smoothly. I guess it's still a bit broken.
Meaning? How?
It moves only in a straight line. Just up and down, then sideways. No complex moves.
Ah, don't worry about that. It's because I'm controlling it manually. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. That's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right. I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Luna. L-U-N-A.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere. The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
No crossroads? Branches?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein. Huh. I guess I found the first point.
You guess? We have to be sure, Doctor.
Well, I'm at the first clear branching of these structures, such as reported by Dr. Gorski.
All right. What happened next?
He followed the branch to the right. Another thing he reported was a massive vertical structure. The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Well, the structure from the notes, it fits the description perfectly. Well done, Luna. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason. Even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm gonna apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll see to it myself. All right. How about that point? What does it look like? What caught the doctor's attention?
It looks like some kind of organic formation. A root system? Maybe these structures have the ability to expand. Somehow.
Shouldn't they be organic, then?
Ah. That's the problem. They look organic, but they're not. The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle. Running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate.
There's the water.
And the metal bundle?
As expected. It's at the bottom. Before you ask, sir, there's little to say about it.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
The 4th point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill. I'm afraid I won't find him for a while. It's hard to see if these traces are fresh. This place is quite sheltered from the wind. So it could well have been hours since he left.
No more than 6, considering the time frame we have. Take comfort in the fact that on a cosmic scale, it is nothing.
Huh. Very comforting. I think we have the 4th point. I confirm. It's the 4th one. I see our flag. The structures undergo noticeable changes here. If it keeps growing at this rate, I don't know what I'll find at the end.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
Three, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way.
So RT has transported Dr. Krauter.
Affirmative. He's in the lander. However, the robot didn't find him in the tent.
How's that?
The doctor was already some distance from the camp. I think he was following you, Yasser.
Sir, why didn't you say anything?
The androbot located him quickly enough, and I thought it was pointless to worry you.
Well, thank goodness he's safe now. I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hi, Luna. Lead the way. I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when. Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos. Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Dr. Gorski, are you here somewhere? These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
That's the unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind. The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel. Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering 5%.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us, but I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many directives as they please, justified or not.
I won't let that happen. We have the imprimis homini law to refer to. The Commonwealth cannot achieve its goals at the expense of the people, at the expense of my crew.
But isn't that exactly what's happening? This situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out. Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here. I have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east. Stop for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves.
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that. What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hello. Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
Breathe!
What's going on, sir? Astrogator?
Dr. Yasna, I tried to resuscitate him, but
No, please. Koval?
Dr. Crowther,
How? There was nothing wrong with him.
hypovolemic shock. He bled out during the flight.
I still don't understand. He wasn't hurt.
His injuries must have occurred later. I found him like this when I entered Hopper.
You said I didn't have to worry.
I did. It was on my orders that you left the camp and then didn't come back for the doctor. I'm aware that I'm fully responsible for his death.
Guess I know where Gorska was going. I confirm, Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one thing, sir. What did you do with Crowther's body?
I placed him in a quiet chamber.
Are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. What is your opinion? Should we look into their heads?
The more we learn, the better chance we have to help Koval.
Report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Damn. Oh, that's the last thing I need. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm hanging with my full weight on the rope, away from the wall. Oh, I can't go up.
Nothing to grab onto.
Oh, shit. I can't reach the wall.
How far to the ground?
A good few meters.
Any ideas?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything...
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
2 meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters. Is the maneuver?
You could say so. I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent.
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance...
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters, even 150.
And all made of this metal?
To a significant degree. If something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small. Like insects. On the other hand, there's no floor around to support such organisms. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he might have gotten lost in these structures. They're like a maze.
Well, he shouldn't have if he was setting up flags. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Left or right? All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear after an hour. Maybe after a few hours. I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh. You've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right. I can't tell if any of this could be part of a machine. Really wish we found Gorski already. Ah, I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
Oh, why?
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a reset, it's on manual control.
Is it because of my flight?
It's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually after all.
I'd need some directions first. To bring it to you.
No problem. I'm on it.
First, let's find a place where I can land it. Otherwise, you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
There. I found the right place.
All right, then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Let's see. Rotate the probe 120 degrees. Okay, now. Please rotate the probe 40 degrees. Uh, 13 meters forward. first 45 degrees to the right. And then 4 meters forward. 2 more meters to the right. Uh, 2 meters forward. Land!
How's the terrain? Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep, wherever I look, there's metal. Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know, I know. You're welcome, Luna. It's a bit like Pando.
In what? What you're talking about, Doctor?
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest?
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Let's hope so.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in.
No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
Fucker. Got confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that are thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. All together similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans, a race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings.
Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. such damage could be caused by a local meteorological phenomenon. A severe thunderstorm with litho and electrometeors.
So, the weather is to blame for all of this?
Well, I can't think of a better explanation at the moment. There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really. I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
This seems to prove that Gorski's behavior is irrational. He must have lost his mind.
And you're saying that right now, without even seeing him?
I wish I was wrong, Astrogator, but I can't think of any other explanation. Finally! I have his position.
A visual?
Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Almost there. Doctor? Got him. He's not moving. Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
And the reactions?
Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for an answer.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. Transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move cautiously there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
In the lander, my friend. I'll hook you up in the lander.
I still can't see the doctor.
It's nothing, Astrogator. Only static.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you set up the transmitter, I should start receiving... There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No!
Please hold on.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! Flying! What? What was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together, Heartbeat's racing. But saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least. Deposit of water. Probably unsafe for consumption. I'd rather not risk it. Shit! Let's hope it's not fossil. Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flares. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. Careful. No! Fucking great. I can't... I just... can't. Pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked. Novik? If the radio is still receiving... Oh, there's hope. I can't be too far underground. I need to act fast. I hear you. But you don't. Apparently. Oh, bollocks. I think I preferred it the other way round. Okay. I'm coming to you, Astrogator. Astrogator. Astrogator? Still nothing. I used to find all the reporting annoying. But the silence is even worse. Dark thoughts creep in. Dr. Gorski may already be dead. Something attacked me. And it could have got to him too. I hope you're monitoring his vitals, Astrogator. And we'll come back for him. Unless I die here. I think it's this way. I can't stop. Did you really say that? I think I'm starting to freak out. I've had enough. Just enough. Okay, forward. Faster. We're racing against time, Yasna. We're fighting for our lives. Enough of this nonsense. I can't keep fighting. Your timing is perfect, as usual. Any more advice? I thought so. You know, I did what I could, but it still wasn't enough. I have the right to finally give up. No. Not yet. I will not give up. I'll just take a breather.
2 days, 48 hours.
Huh? What?
That's how long I can wait before I have to fly away. I could also break all the rules. All procedural. We've cobbled to set up for you. One life above the other. And most likely condemn us all. Nevertheless, I'm inclined to do so.
Of course you wouldn't let me die in peace. I can handle. I will not give up. I did it. I did it, Astrogator. Too bad you can't hear me. Oh, wow. I don't believe my eyes. Bones of some prehistoric reptile. And coal deposits, I assume. Finally, we have proof. There was life on the surface of Regis 3. Millions of years ago. But for some reason now there's nothing. Not even bacteria or viruses. If an asteroid hit Regis 3, let's say bigger than the one that killed our dinosaurs, only organisms deep in the oceans would have a chance to survive. There's only one problem. Over these millions of years, evolution would move forwards again. And yet someone or something prevents life from moving ashore. Even more fossils. And without comms. No one will even know about this discovery if I'm stuck here. Unless HQ sends another expedition. Then they will find those bones along with mine. You never seem to get tired, Novik. I hear you more and more. Novik. Do I really hear you? Or is my mind playing tricks on me?
I don't know.
Me too. What if something's waiting out there for me? Something that calls my fall? No. Don't hesitate. I will die if I stay here. A way out. Astrogator. I'm close. Damn it. I was sure he would hear me this time. I'm coming! Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Finally! Yes, you can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I've heard you all the way.
Yasna, are you saying what?
I don't quite understand myself.
All right. Let's leave that for now. Are you injured in any way?
No.
Are you there? Do you copy?
It's a monster. I see a fucking monster. Seems I've gone crazy after all.
Don't panic, Yasna. Just describe the object to me.
A metal shell. Legs kind of like a crab. Shoots a beam of energy capable of melting metal.
Enough. It's a machine. You should retreat immediately. There's a chance it won't detect you.
Actually, I recognize this noise. It's the damn thing that dropped me underground.
It's very likely. I even have a suspicion of what exactly we're dealing with. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match the description. Walking antimatter cannon. Antimatter.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, indeed. Any progress? Do you still have a visual on the object?
I seem to be in luck. It behaves as if it's searching for something. And completely ignores me.
If it has no thermovision, it might not register your presence at all.
I think it's moving away from me.
Excellent. Don't stop yet, though. The greater the distance between you and this machine, the better.
How is it possible that the Alliance machine got here before us?
I'd like to know myself. If our intel's incorrect and Invincible already landed on Regis 3, it would have a huge advantage over us. So why wouldn't they confront our ship head on?
Instead, they waste time on some shady diversion.
Exactly. Makes no sense from a strategic point of view.
I think they're looking for something here.
I wouldn't be so sure. If the Alliance had been searching the area, they wouldn't have sent a lone anti-man to do it. It's not a machine you let loose.
And yet, it's walking freely. I can see a passage, but it doesn't look very inviting. Shit! It's still here. I have to... I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me. It's getting closer. It's gonna crush me. I've got nowhere to run. I'm gonna die here after all.
Come in! Jasna, we must evacuate you. I'm getting parameters. Pulse, saturation. Please confirm you're there.
I'm okay. The probe did something. As if... I don't know.
I saw the readings. Gave a distress signal and then followed a series of directives that I didn't implement. Currently, it does not respond to commands.
Let's I'll check on it. Oh, the hatch fell down.
Probably from the registry. Can you get the record?
Let's see. I guess it's busted for good. You guessed right, sir. The Alliance is indeed already on the planet. They even managed to set up a field base.
How could headquarters have got it so wrong? According to intelligence, the Invincible was not due to arrive for another 14 days.
I guess we should ask them back home. And that's me. Wow. It really did almost flatter me. Probe. It distracted the antimats.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
I don't believe in such coincidences, Astrogator. Not much left of it.
The probe was broadcasting a while ago, so maybe we can save its call.
Hot. You could say that since I found the probe, I haven't been alone.
I'm sorry, Asna. Maybe it can still be rebuilt. Anyway, you're not entirely alone.
No need to cheer me up. I'm not crying after a machine. It was a good companion, but we've been through far more serious losses. Somehow I had to pull myself together then, and I will now.
It doesn't mean you're not allowed to be sad, even for a moment, Yasna.
I can't. Not on this mission. If I fall apart now, I won't be able to pull myself back together. Okay. It cooled down.
Are you talking about the probe core?
Well, they say in order to win over a person, you have to steal their heart. But the key is to get their brain.
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly overused, yes. Okay. Time to get out of here.
Oh, not good. You simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Now of all times.
I know, Doctor. But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute. Do you have any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hard to call them specific. We need to learn more.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to save Gorski. I don't know what your silence means.
I was going to tell you later. I'm really sorry.
What?
His readings...
No. You don't have to finish. I understand.
You did what you could.
No. I did what I thought was right.
Come on, Doctor. He didn't die due to lack of oxygen. He bled out, likely from the fall.
Enough! I've heard enough. By the way, how long have we been out?
It's the longest 20 minutes of my life, give or take.
For me, it felt like eternity. I was beginning to hallucinate from the stress. Damn it! The storm's getting worse. Astragator. I found their vehicle. No. A rover. There isn't a living soul here.
Are you sure? Please take a look around.
The engine started.
Then what are you waiting for? Leave this cursed place. Are you driving?
I'm going. Please talk to me. Maybe that will calm me down. Oh, shit! It hit the bonnet!
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. The vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
I'm not worried. I'm a goddamn oasis of peace. And there are exceptions, you know. Such as the windshields shattering at high voltages. Doesn't stress me out at all.
I remember a mission on Eden 5. At that time I was still a coordinator, but the crew was quite similar. Chemist, cyberneticist, a doctor, an engineer and a physicist. Simple reconnaissance mission. But there was a miscalculation and we crashed the rocket. Then we put it back together. For whatever was on hand. Quite a machine. A true Frankenstein's monster, so to speak. Even more terrifying were the creatures we found on the surface of Eden.
Oh, wait. Creatures? You are making this up, aren't you, sir?
Not at all. I was indeed on a mission to Eden. However, I might have exaggerated a bit.
Damn it! I'm having trouble finding the right way.
You've got to head southwest.
How am I supposed to know where southwest is? I don't have a compass, remember? I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided. I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Emmett 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? Must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? Anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help. But the Alliance labels black boxes as data lockers. Eureka! Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket and plug.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
Won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should have already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans. Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably. No one is transmitting from the base. On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference. I'd suggest you lie down. The storm's raging. Best to sleep through the night.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis 3.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should never say as a commander. I have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. I don't know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. Since we lost contact with the camp, I've had the feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
May I ask why you became an astronaut?
There are two answers to this question. An honest one, and a personal lie. To give you the clearest picture of the truth, I'd have to tell you both.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what is undiscovered, remembering childhood memories when we first heard about the brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I've never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space, although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I... Not good. Let's get a break.
Where is it this time?
Storm front is approaching the location.
Wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Luna? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is... Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... The next is...
Yes, sir?
I'm here.
Well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe.
So? Should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine. Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other things.
And? How is he?
He's stable.
But?
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon. All right, I've got it. Sector AZ-25... Let's say AZ-2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you? Yes, sir?
I wasn't keen on this mission from the start. We were supposed to return a long time ago. And that's what I want. I want all of us to return home, dead or alive.
Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
I'm about to head out to the desert area. Has the lander taken off?
Yes, a second ago. Threshold of 18,000.
The line's breaking up. Can you hear me? What's happening?
I've lost control of the lander. Do you see it?
Just a sec. I have to get off. It hasn't yet pierced the cloud cover. it is. Oh no. Flying too fast. It's going to shatter.
Yasna, status. What's the lander's condition?
I don't know. All I see is a thick plume of smoke. But considering the speed it hit the ground at, I
don't understand how it happened. I checked it thoroughly. It's fully functional. Couldn't have been an accident. I don't believe it.
I'm gonna check what's left of it. Fuck! Damn it! It's... I'm done for.
Yasna?
No.
Calm down. Breathe.
I'm gonna die here. And for what? I saved no one. No one.
Yasna, snap out of it. That's an order. We can't give up just yet. We'll find a way to get you out of there, even if it's the last thing I do.
It's all about those damned orders with you. I don't give a shit about your orders, sir. Can you hear me, Novik? I don't give a shit.
You finished, Doctor? Did it help?
A bit. Something's left of Artie.
Ah, good. So there's a chance we can extract key information from it.
Somehow it still looks active.
Ask him what happened to the lander.
Ask? But he doesn't speak.
But he gives yes or no signals. Give him the analysis command. Formulate questions in such a way so that he can confirm or deny.
Artie, question analysis command. Did an enemy missile hit Hopper? No. It wasn't a missile. Maybe it's a storm? Some error.
Apparently he can't give a definitive answer.
Damn! It shorted out. So, what now?
Then you must go to the Alliance camp. I wanted to avoid it at all costs, but we have no choice. This is your only chance.
It's all because of this goddamn planet. I bet the Alliance is sick of it too.
Let's hope so. And I don't say this out of hostility. If they were in trouble, they might be more cooperative. We're approaching their coordinates. Yasna,
Yes?
even if you're absolutely right and this planet is to blame, that doesn't make the Alliance our allies. We must be careful when dealing with them. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
Won't they take me for one of their own? If I'm riding an Alliance rover, maybe I can enter the camp without arousing any suspicion. And then I'll decide for myself if I want to come out.
That's a risky idea. Sooner or later, they'll realize that the driver belongs to the Commonwealth. Instead of asking questions, they'll start shooting. Anyway, you'd have to know their internal codes. If they see you but don't receive any signal, they'll immediately become suspicious.
All right. but I'm just trying to think of something. Hey, what was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Okay, the rover's hidden.
You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette, and it looks like a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
It's an ID number. Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. It might have you within camera range.
It's a field base, multi-module, for about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. They have a second antimat, as if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure, but I'd be surprised if they didn't assign anyone to guard duty.
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
Then please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a waste of time.
Judging by your observation, this is a research camp, not a military one, which increases your chance of survival and decreases the likelihood of detecting the dragonfly. I don't know about you, but this is a valuable piece of information for me. We'll most likely lose contact soon, so let me be clear. Won't be easy to gain their trust. Things can go wrong, even if you can prove that you came to them of your own free will. If there's an escalation, remember one thing. I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness...
Hang on, sir. What exchange? I'm not a spy, I'm a scientist.
I'm afraid that doesn't change anything. You want information about Regis 3. For that reason alone, they might consider you a spy.
But what kind of spy exposes themselves to direct questions?
A desperate one, Doctor.
If that's all, sir, shouldn't we cut the line?
No. Better to continue our communication for as long as possible. Prove that you voluntarily surrendered yourself. Their jammers will interrupt us sooner or later anyway.
How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Don't get out yet.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. moving on. Still quiet. It's eerie. Empty. Everywhere, just empty.
It's baffling. Who abandons an entire base?
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Huh, seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Well, like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move?
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Astrogator, this doesn't make any sense. You can't just wrap up the whole operation. Anyway, the first thing they would take were vehicles and equipment. Only the people are missing here. They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. Poor guy. He's dead. Awaited help for over a day. Critically low blood saturation. He died of hypoxia. At the time of his death, he was...
Yasna, is it necessary? This information will no longer
So I
help
near
anyone.
the city. 18561.
754. Yes. Skorsky. I'm sorry.
You lied to me. You lied how he died.
I knew you would blame yourself.
Well, of course I do. I could have saved him. Left him that fucking tank. Why didn't you let me?
I made the right decision, Yasna. Given the circumstances and our knowledge at the time, there was a high risk your sacrifice would kill you both.
Fuck. We let him die.
No, Yasna. As I said, I made the call, not you.
It would be easier to think so, but I can't. One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual. But that doesn't mean everything's fine.
Understood, Doctor. I appreciate your professionalism.
Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach, or they took it.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away. One is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
Correct.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it. Probe on the ground. Time to get into the records. I should move. Oh, there's no time. Force field's down. I opened the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there, or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, It may store important information. It photographed the moment of my arrival. I'm on the slides.
We already know that. Is there something else?
No, the base is empty. The probe must have just started recording. Okay, finished. That wasn't much of it, really. The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot. I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir. It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
Access to the base is protected by a force field.
If these are Dirac emitters, and I'm sure they are, nothing will get through. Is there an opening from the other side?
I'll see. I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy. The field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods while we're running barefoot. Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than ours.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal.
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course, a simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yaslan.
Actually, I don't think it will make much difference. I'm heading straight to the convoy.